What's up, y'all? This is Sean, here as always with my bratty little sister Monica.
Hello.
And we're gonna have to apologize because we didn't have an episode last week. That's totally my bad.
I want to say, you want to explain why we didn't have an episode of last week?
I was incredibly sick. I had COVID-19.
No.
And the flu.
He's lying.
And also bubonic plague.
Shut up.
So there was a lot of things going on.
He had none of those things. Sean had a sinus infection.
I had a sinus infection. It was a bacterial sinus infection. I was sick for
What
like
other kind of sinus infection would you have?
A viral sinus infection?
I don't think that's a thing.
Is that not a thing?
No.
Well, I was sick for a month, so I knew it was some kind of a bacterial infection. So
yeah,
it was pretty bad. Like I couldn't even sleep because like the mucus drip would like get down into my throat, and I would wake up coughing, and I was getting like maybe 5 hours of sleep a night for a month. It was pretty crazy, but I'm perfectly healthy now. And
that's what we like to hear.
Yep.
I mean, you were only on antibiotics for like 5 days.
5 days, and good to go.
I had a sinus infection too, and when I get them, they get pretty bad because I just have like a lot of other issues. It's a whole thing. I'm having surgery for it, but like I was on like a 6-day steroids and then 20 days of antibiotics, and it still didn't feel great afterwards.
That's some heavy duty stuff.
And like Sudafed and like Afrin. Oh my god, everything that you could possibly give. I was on for like a good 2 weeks.
Well, you know, I had Dr. Mom here like pumping me up with all kinds of drugs, so I would just keep going, you know? Not
Dr. Mom, but my actual doctor telling me to take all this medicine. We're
in the same room today, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm home, so usually I'm at school and Sean's home, but I'm home. My university had it set up so that we would all complete all of our classes off campus for the remainder after Thanksgiving, so happy belated Thanksgiving.
Yep.
To everyone who celebrates, but yeah, so I'm home. This is definitely more fun. We've got our dog with us.
Yeah, the dog's in the room with us too.
If he starts barking, we apologize. He's a little bit yippy.
He's gonna want to comment on a few things. So
yeah. He's got thoughts. He's got thoughts. He's currently sitting on the top of the couch.
Yeah.
Like a cat.
He's not a cat. We're having this debate right now. Like our last dog was very cat-like in his nature.
So is this dog.
This dog, I feel, is more of a dog. The last dog used to do cat-like things.
Okay, the last dog was actually raised by cats.
Yeah.
So it made sense. This one acts like a cat and was raised by nothing. By humans.
I don't think he acts like... So
he acts like a squirrel.
Last dog used to be fussy, and he would give you attitude, and he wouldn't...
This dog does that.
No, he doesn't really give you attitude.
Yeah, he does.
He's very excited to see people.
He does love people. Person. That is a thing. He's a very, sociable dog.
Yeah.
He's a Cavalier and Poodle mix. So, he's got a lot of energy. He's currently being adorable. The cutest.
So the last dog hated water, hated the rain, hated anything wet.
Anything.
This dog loves
the rain.
He loves
outside.
Being outside. He gets muddy.
He likes taking showers.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind swimming. He learned very quickly.
He likes swimming?
Yeah, he likes swimming.
I haven't seen him swim.
Oh, I put him in the pool a few times over the summer. He likes swimming. The one thing he does is a little squirrely. If he grabs something, he'll run and crawl under someone's bed or under the couches, places that people can't go to, and he'll purposely hide his face away.
I'd say he's more like a squirrel than a cat.
He's a climber.
He does do a lot of squirrel-like things.
He does do a lot of squirrel things.
But that's what Monica says, that he's cat-like in nature because he likes to climb on things and stuff. He climbs up couches and onto beds and desks and stuff. It's really cute.
Yeah,
but
it's
annoying.
annoying.
It's more of a squirrel thing.
It's annoying. Yeah. He likes to climb and sit on my laptop when I'm in class.
He likes to burrow. He'll dig holes in the backyard and he'll go on their beds and stuff.
Yeah, he's a bit of a squirrel, I would say.
Yeah. I think he's definitely a squirrel. He kind of looks like a squirrel too, honestly. He's got brown fur. Mm-hmm. He looks like. So this is what he looks like. This is what I said. He looks like, and Monica's friends agree. He looks like a latte macchiato.
No, I said he looked like Oh god, he looks like if you spilled a pumpkin spice latte on him. Because he's got orange patches. He's mostly white, but he's got orange patches on the top of his back, and it just looks like someone spilled an orange drink on him.
It's very cute.
Yeah, he is adorable.
We're having this debate of what color he would be in Among Us. Would he be orange?
I think he'd be orange.
Would he be white?
I think he'd be orange.
Yeah, I think he'd be orange.
He's got enough orange that I feel like it's prominent, you know?
Yeah, he's always sus.
Always. He is always sus. I don't know what he's saying like that. I feel like I need to explain this, but he's sitting on top of the couch and he's got his legs swung over each side.
Yeah.
Kind of Like as if he was on like a horse or something.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he's looking like.
For reference, there's like not a lot of space.
No, there's not. But he likes sitting on top. I don't know. Whatever.
He likes
to sit on top of things.
He likes sitting on top of desks. He'll like if you got your laptop on a desk, he'll like sit on your laptop.
Yeah.
Which is cat-like behavior, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
That's like the only thing he does.
It's very annoying because he'll like start moving things because his paws like trip up things.
Yeah.
But
he's a barker too. He loves barking.
He's a yipper.
He's definitely a yipper.
He's like he kind of has like husky qualities in that sense because I thought he was about to start like making noise. Like most.
He just fell off the couch.
Not in a bad way. He like fell onto the lower part.
Off the top of the couch to the bottom of the couch. So.
Yeah.
No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Yeah. He yips because like he'll go like kind of the way like huskies do that. It's not really like most dogs don't do that, but he goes a lot. Like it's very
like a race car trying to start.
A little bit, yeah. He's a barker, so apologize for any noises we make. We just figured we'd gush over our dog for the first 5 minutes.
He's behaving himself right now.
Oh god, that's not gonna last long.
Yeah, he's not barking yet. I mean, like in the morning, he demands to wake people up, so he'll scratch on people's doors and then bark like, "Let me in."
Yeah. He likes to make the rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, he was okay. So like our parents are out of town, so he's staying with me right now, and he's in my bed, and like I sleep on my stomach, and he'll literally go on my legs and just plop down on my legs, trying to wake me up. It's the most inconvenient way of doing it. It's like I can't sit up because I'm lying on my stomach, so like there's really no way for me to get up. And when he plops down, he plops down. Like he doesn't want you to move. He'll also like sometimes he'll sit on my back.
He does do that.
It's a choice.
He'll climb on you and he's like, you know what? I'm comfortable now. You're my bed.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
That's exactly what he does.
He's so cute though. He's so cute. He's licking me right now.
Yeah.
He's really cute.
Yeah, but I mean, we figured we'd gush about our dog. Maybe I'll add a photo on the screen for anyone who wants to see.
Add a photo.
Yeah, I'll add a photo. So this entire section, so you can see what we're talking about.
And folks, if you have a dog, please post your photos in the comment section.
Except you can't.
I'm good because I don't look at comments, but if you post
photos
of your dog,
you can't post photos. No.
See, I don't look at comments, so I don't know. But describe your dogs in the comments.
You can describe your dogs.
Because I will totally read the comments.
We are dog friendly. Just gush about your dogs. That's all we want to hear.
I'm a huge animal lover. I'm a big animal lover. I watch I watch a lot of Joe Rogan now. I recently got into him. I don't know why it took me so long. And he had this guest on called Forrest Galante. I don't know if any of you watch Joe Rogan, but this dude, like, he's a total badass. He goes out into the wilderness looking for like extinct animals that people thought were extinct, and he found a few animals that people thought were extinct. And like one of the things was like there's this specific kind of tortoise breed on the Galapagos Islands, on this like volcanic island and stuff like that. And he went there and found this turtle, and like everybody thought it was extinct and stuff. It was pretty cool. It's got a show on Animal Planet called Extinct or Alive. I just started watching it. But yeah, I'm a huge animal lover. I watch all of the the BBC Earth documentaries and stuff with David Attenborough. I love David Attenborough. If he narrates something, I'm watching it. Anything on Nat Geo, I watch that, I love animals.
Yeah.
What about you, Monica?
I do love animals, you know that.
Yeah, well, I know you love animals. What would you say is your favorite?
Lemurs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Monica loves the
I love lemurs. It was not because of like the Madagascar movies. I did a report on them in like, I don't even know, 2nd, 3rd grade. It had to have been before the movies came out. And I just thought they were so cool. They like jump like 6 feet. Some of them can fly. Like, it's crazy. They're really, really cute. And then they made movies that involved them. And I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. I just think they're fun. But like, that's my favorite exotic animal. I obviously like love dogs and cats and all the like standard fluffy creatures. My god, okay.
Yeah, it's really sad what's going on in Madagascar right now. Like, the deforestation there is serious.
Yeah.
Serious. They only have like a handful of baobab trees left. I'm totally depressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, lemurs are really cool.
They are really cool.
I'm hoping that future generations get to see lemurs the way things are going in Madagascar.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
Bless you, Loki.
Oh, you're so cute though. He's nibbling on me right now.
He's baring his teeth. He's got sharp teeth.
Yeah.
He has. Oh my god. Okay. On a side note for the dog, so he has like a bunch of bones and stuff. He's going through his teething stage. He's pretty young. He's 8 months. He's a young dog, and so he's on his like 2nd round of teething to get like his big grown teeth in. And he is just going through, number one, toys like crazy.
Yeah.
You can't, like, give him fluffy toys. You can't, like, nothing, right?
He'll chew through plastic. It's
yeah,
insane.
he chews through plastic.
It's insane.
So we have, like, these, like, bone marrow, like the marrow hide things. And there's one that he has that he's literally making into a shiv. He's, like, sharpened one edge of it. And it's, like, to the point where it's kind of, like, sharp to the touch. And I'm like, he's going to stab us all. That's it. He's going to take us over.
He's prison Loki.
He's prison Loki.
He's prison Loki.
Yep. He ain't no prison Mike. He's prison Loki.
Yeah, we got him like a little.
He's a little vicious. He's a nibbler just because he's teething it. It hurts, but it's like we're hoping that he calms down with the biting when he stops growing his teeth. Oh my god, because his teeth are big and sharp.
That hurt. That one.
Yeah,
hurt.
his teeth hurt.
He's so cute though. He's so cute. You can't stay mad at him.
You really can't.
Like one day he's gonna take that little bone and just like shiv us all.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna shiv us all.
I'll be like, oh, you're so cute. I can't stay mad at
you.
you.
You're like, oh, I'm dying, but it's okay.
All right. Calm down.
Loki.
Calm down.
Loki.
Calm down, buddy. Okay. We got him excited.
You can blow on his face if he'll.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Yeah, I know he doesn't like that.
No, he came down.
Yeah, a little bit. If you blow on his face, he'll like, get a little.
But seriously, folks, I will read the comments for once if you comment about your dog.
I think he sees the deer outside. But yeah,
we don't get comments, do we? We haven't had a single comment. Right?
No.
Okay, comment about your dog. Be the first person to comment.
Yeah, be our first commenter.
Yeah.
You'll win a special prize. It's called our love and affection.
You'll win a prize.
Called our love and affection.
Yeah. You'll get what? You'll get an extra greeting.
Oh gosh, what are you, Curtis Connor?
Yeah, we can't do that, right?
No.
He'll copyright strike us.
Yeah,
you think Curtis Connor will copyright strike people for doing that?
I have no idea.
Folks, wait.
That was good timing.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like. So you said you wanted to talk about Among Us because now I
got distracted.
Yeah, I got Sean up kind of obsessed with Among Us.
I love Among Us.
Me and like Zach and Jimmy, who were on our last episode.
Yeah.
We've been playing the game for a while, right? And we convinced my best friend Nicole, Sean, and then Zach's younger brother to play like all together, and it was the funniest. The first night we played it, the six of us, was the funniest thing ever.
Remember, I rang the emergency meeting just to test it. And you guys were like, "What?" Like, I don't know. You guys all voted me out.
My favorite
hard lesson in Among Us.
Literally.
Don't call emergency meetings unless you really need them.
My favorite game that we played was I was imposter, and it was me, Jimmy, Nicole were all still alive, and so basically I'd won it at this point. I just needed to kill one of the other two people, and I had called lights before the end of the last round. Someone called a body, and I called lights during that round, and they're both like shouting at each other, "Press the emergency meeting! I can't! You press it! I can't!" And they're just shouting, and I'm standing in an electrical waiting to kill one of them. It was the funniest thing ever. And the ghosts are all just watching me in electrical waiting for one of them to come to electrical. It's the funniest.
They didn't know yet that you can't call emergency meetings when there's an emergency.
Jimmy knows. He just didn't realize, because when you have the button up, you can't see that the lights are out unless you look at the arrow. Yeah. But it was really funny because they're both like just sitting there shouting like, call it. And they're like, I can't. And it was just really funny.
By the way, if the lights go out and you're playing with Monica, it's Monica. Monica always sus when the lights go out.
Except for the 90% of the times when it isn't Monica.
Monica sus when the lights go out.
Yeah.
Monica always flips the lights off. Always.
Not always.
That's her go-to.
That is not my go-to.
That's her go-to. She likes the dark.
I do like doing lights when I know it's like an easy kill. But I also call oxygen and reactor and all the other things as well. So.
She's actually really good at sabotaging. I don't really sabotage that much when I try like the way I
only
play.
Sabotage if I'm trying to get people away from the body.
The way I play, like it's better for me like if the kill cooldowns are fast because like I'm super fast. I just go around and just kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, but when we play, there's only like 5 or 6 of us, so it's a small game.
Like 25 seconds.
We play like talking the entire round because we're all usually in the same room. But it's like.
I think we cheated yesterday.
How?
Well, because we were like every time we were like, "Hi, Jimmy."
Oh yeah, no, we probably shouldn't be doing that. We talk during the rounds, but it's kind of funny.
I remember when I killed Jimmy and you guys weren't paying attention. Jimmy was like, "Hi, Sean," and I'm like, "Hi, Jimmy," and Jimmy's like, "Oh, you're still following me, Sean," and I just killed him.
No, but I knew it was you. We got you out in the end.
Yeah, well, after like 2 kills, and I almost took down.
Yeah, but I was trying to find him.
Huh?
I was trying to find him.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, is that what was going on?
Yeah.
You could have just called the emergency meeting then.
I'm sure I was in the middle of a task. I'm sure there's a reason why I didn't like find it right away.
Oh.
But or I was dead or something like that. I don't really know.
I took out Jimmy and I took out Zach, and I was like a second away from my cooldown being not cooldown, and following Nicole around.
Yeah.
It was very close.
That's what happened to me with one of the games. Or the 2 games where I called O2 and it killed the body just a little bit too early. Ugh, that was so upsetting. But yeah,
What's your favorite map, Monica?
My favorite map? I really like all of them, but I think like OG Skeld is where it's at, you know?
Oh, the spaceship, what's it called?
Skeld? Yeah.
Skeld? That's a weird name.
Yeah, Skeld. But Polis is fun. Polis is fun when you have... Polis is more fun when you have like a big group, because it's so hard to find bodies, unless you're like just calling it with vitals. But you know, you want to find the bodies. But yeah, I think I like Skeld. Mirror is growing on me. I think Mirror is fun to be the imposter in, because all the vents connect.
Yeah. Oh, I do like. I'm starting to like. I've been playing on Mirror a lot because like the vents are cool.
Yeah, vents are fun.
Yeah.
I learned how to do logs. It took me a little while, but I understand how to do logs now.
Still learning. Cams
on Skeld, I always forget which one's which, so I have to like sit there.
You want to explain the logs thing, because I'm
yeah. I can explain logs. So the way you can kind of catch imposters on logs is everyone starts at the like bottom left of the map, right? And you all walk through. And unless you go into reactor, you should all pass the southwest sensor first. You should see everyone pass it at least once, unless you just stay in reactor and below that first sensor, because it's a Y, right? So the southwest, southeast, and north. Yeah. So when you pass through it, you actually see the light go off, and it basically says that you hit the sensor. And so each sensor has a different color, and so you should always pass southwest first, and then you either, depending on if you go up or down the Y to like half. If you go up, you should hit the north sensor, and if you go down, you should be hitting the southeast sensor. And so once you're in those locations, you have to hit the sensor twice. So you pass it to go up into those locations, and then to get out of those locations. So if you're an imposter and you're venting, you should always try to go vent back to your original location if you can, and go back to the sensor. Otherwise, you're caught. And so, like, sometimes you can catch the imposter if they don't hit the first sensor. So if you see someone pass, like, north sensor first, you know they vented there.
Oh, so, like, if I was to vent in the beginning, and I was to go all the way up to
like,
oxygen,
admin and stuff, Yeah,
to admin, I would have never passed the southwest.
Yeah, so if you went to that part where, like, electrical is, and then you run down to, like, go to CAF, you would never see your southwest sensor go up first. So you know that they're the imposter. Because you hit north first.
And, like, the only way is, like, if you go to reactor.
Yeah.
But you would still have to come back from reactor the same way.
No, because reactor is before the first sensor.
Right, yeah. But what I'm saying is when you're done with reactor and then you come back to do your other tasks that are not in the reactor area, you still have to go to the southwest sensor to get there.
Yeah, so
that makes sense,
So you need to try to hit all the sensors. Yeah. Or, like, you should at least, like, think about it in that sense. Like, you might be, like, caught because you miss a sensor that you should have hit. Because, like, if you want to leave a space, you have to hit that sensor twice. Except for the first sensor.
So if you're an imposter, I think the best thing to do is to go straight into reactor and then vent. No, because if you go up or if you go...
Because reactor hits no sensor yet,
yeah, so... like I said before, like, you still have to come back to the southwest sensor.
Yeah, so, like, if you want to kill in, like, cafeteria, you should kill, and then vent back to, like, the start or reactor. Like, you know, right outside. Because you know how there's a vent right outside reactor, so you would want to kill, like, admin or whatever, and then vent back to the start, like, that vent, and then go up that way. Like, that's the way to, like, cheat the system. But people don't realize that how the sensors work. People don't know how to read the logs.
Right, yeah.
So that's what I was doing that one time we were playing Mirror. I spent like 3 rounds reading the logs, and I literally both times when I died saw the imposter run towards me by hitting all the sensors that they were supposed to hit. They like ran up from CAF or whatever and like hit the sensor, and I saw them run to me and like kill me, and I was like, great, cool. Like
yeah, well, you were on logs. That's pretty sus, according to Jimmy.
Yeah, that's cams. Cams is pretty sus.
Cams sus.
But yeah. So like I spent like a few games learning logs, and that was fun. Admin table is easy. It tells you when bodies are like quote unquote dead. But like that's admin's helpful if you're an imposter, because you know when people are like all in one area.
Yeah.
But logs is helpful if you're a crewmate. Like I also saw someone vent from reactor to literally I was on admin. I saw someone vent in a different game now with you guys from reactor to electrical, run over. I literally saw it happen on admin table. I was about to run out there, run over to me and kill me. And I was like, God damn it. Like, damn it, like, that's not what I want. But yeah, no, like, once you, like, figure out how to read those
play
things.
Around with it a couple times, because I've been playing Mirror a lot.
Yeah, you can easily catch people.
Yeah. Because the ship is starting to get a little boring for me.
Skeld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's fun when you have, like, a small group for Skeld.
I always have a system, so it's like I'll read all my tasks first, and then like I'll know exactly where to go.
I just go in the same. Okay, so I have like in Skeld, I have a specific order I go in, and so I like run through each room and just check to see if I have like a task in that area.
Oh well, I memorize my tasks real quick, and then like I'm like.
No,
okay,
I can't.
Closest to.
I'll always forget unless I have like 3 in electrical and like whatever one common task, because that's like usually wires or
I get 3 in electrical, and I'm like shit. Well, I guess I'm dying
Jimmy,
today.
man, these wires are so hard. Jimmy, we have our common task is admin swipe, and you weren't even at wires. God damn,
he was on the calibrator thing.
Yeah, he was on the like 3-click thing.
Yeah, these wires are so hard. And when like I think Zach was the one who sussed him on that, and it was like when Zach called him out on that, I was thinking like, he was hanging out like trying to divert the power or something. He was like on the power switch, which is like right next to wires, and I was like, I don't know.
No, he's like on the other side.
He's like on the other side of the room. He's on the calibrator. He's like, man, these wires are so hard. It's like, have you not played this game before?
Literally. He's like, shit, I was on the wrong thing. We're like, also, we don't have wires.
Yeah.
If you are imposter, you should check to see which common task there is. That's one thing.
And it's super easy. If you see everybody going to admin right away, then
you
know it's that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go into admin right away, but like, I'll go in eventually.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's really helpful.
Usually, like, because you have to download the data in admin, I usually save that until, like, my data is all done, like, because there's, like, a lot of things.
Yeah, I'll go do upload first.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, I know how the tasks work, so, like, I'll know how to, like, space out my room space off of that.
Yeah, I'll usually, because I often get upload in weapons. Like, I'll have the upload every time. Like, I don't know why, I'll never have it anywhere else. I think once I had it in comps. It is always in weapons for me. So I always run to weapons, do that, go run nav, do the nav stuff or O2 or whatever. And then, like, I'll just, like, loop around and go into admin.
Yeah. That's kind of similar to something I would do. Like weapons would usually be first.
Yeah, I always hit right side.
Yeah.
So this is going to give away a lot of information about, like, how you can easily kill me. But I always hit the right side of the map first in Skeld, then I go left side.
I don't do that because, like, if you have something like... If I have nothing on the right side...
Well,
but like I have like align engines or something like that. That's
like if I have all my tasks on the left side, then I'll go there first. Like obviously I'll go there, but like I typically somehow always end up with all my tasks that way, and then it's like the last thing is usually electrical or like gas task.
It's usually like for me like the things on the top of the ship.
I don't know why. Like I feel like it's like I always get the same tasks. Like I know like switch. I never get med bay. I almost never get the collecting samples. I always get like everything in electrical. I always get the asteroids. I always get the like upload in weapons as well.
That's strange.
Never shields. Almost never shields. Like, I always feel like I end up getting the same tasks,
Shields is super easy. I love shields.
Yeah, shields is fun.
It's like, hey, somebody come with me. Go check out the lights go on. It's like when I first started playing Among Us and I got imposter, and it was like online server. It was like I went down and I faked shields, and then like there was a person there. He ran upstairs and was like, and booped me and out, and he was all like, this guy fake shields. Like, what are you talking about? Of course I did shields. It's like, the lights didn't come on. I was like, wait a minute, the lights come on when you do shields?
Yeah, I mean,
okay, you got me.
If you play with visual tests, but I like turning them off. I think it's more, like, challenging in a way.
Yeah, well, that's
there's still ways to get around it, because, like, you can still check med bay, you can still check asteroids. There's, like, a few things you can still check.
How? If the visual tests are off, then
with, like, med bay,
you're not going to see it shoot. Like if you do it, you'll see the shooting, but somebody else is not going to see you shoot. Like, that's how it works.
No, I know. I'm saying, but, like, with medbay, if you both have medbay scan, it'll say, like, waiting for. And that's how you know they're actually scanning.
Interesting.
So, like, you can't go on when they're on. So, there's, like, some things that you can still get around. And so, like, yeah. But.
Gotcha.
That's, like, the main one. I think you can still see the movement of the asteroids, though. That's the only other one.
Can you?
I think so. Because Nicole saw it when we had visual tests off. Which was when I was like, cool, I'm safe.
Nicole doesn't like being the imposter, huh?
No. She likes it in hide and seek.
I wonder why. Does she get too stressed out?
Yeah, she doesn't like things. It makes her anxious, yeah. Which, like, I don't blame her.
Very, very agreeable, that's why.
She's just, and I don't blame her. I don't always like being imposter, like when we're playing with only 5 people, it's kind of hard because, you know.
Yeah, because like after like 1 or 2
like when
kills, it's like,
so like I have
okay,
I'm in a group at school of people who are all like interested in playing Among Us, and so like when I play with them, I don't always know them as well, like so I don't know their tells or like whatever, but it's like usually like 10 people, we fill up like a full lobby, and so it's a lot easy, you know, like I like it more because it's like 2 imposters, and yeah, so it's it depends on the game, who you're playing with. It's hard to play in our like small group of 5 or 6 because.
Especially when everybody's in the same room.
Yeah, I mean, we all know each other's tells, basically. So you gotta, like...
When someone like Zach is like, Sean! When he killed him. It's like, that's... I don't like that.
I try not to be quiet about... Yeah, I try to be quiet about when I die, but there's sometimes that I'm, like, I'm in the middle of something, and I get dead, and I'm like... Ugh, like, it just pisses me off. I'm like, I was in the middle of upload, it takes forever, or whatever, you know?
See, the thing is, like, I unconsciously talk a lot. Like, I don't shut up, so, like, as soon as somebody kills me, and then, like, I go quiet, like everybody knows I'm dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
I play quiet mostly. It's just like people are like, "You're quiet. You're awfully quiet." I'm like, I'm doing my tasks. It takes a lot of concentration, or I'm dead.
Yeah, when I'm concentrating.
There was one time Jimmy was like, "So Monica, awfully quiet there," and I literally just looked at him like, like gave him the middle finger because I was dead. I was like dead for like a good minute at that point.
Oh, for those of you that can't see us, because we're doing this on audio, Monica gave me the middle finger for some reason. Because that's what I did to Jimmy. I don't know what that was about. That was pretty rude.
Ha 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 ha.
That was rude.
That was very funny, Sean.
Man.
That's what I did to Jimmy, though. Like, he said that last night. He's like, "You're awfully quiet." I'm like, "I've been dead, Jimmy. I can't talk." Like, I got killed like a minute ago on the other side of the map. Are you gonna come find me? Like... It's like, awfully quiet. I think you might be the imposter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not.
You know, the people who created this game, is they made out like bandits. I mean,
they had...
So
the game had been, like, around for a couple years. And
I know,
it had, like,
it got popular.
Yeah, it got popular, like, at the start of quarantine. And it was, like, I gotta check up, like, which YouTuber it was. But he basically, like, streamed it. And he has, like, a really big following. And it just got, like, from there it blew up. You know, you saw all the big YouTubers playing. And, like, it's fun. I mean, it's a fun game to play, like, because you can do it distance, which is really nice. So like you play over Discord with friends or whatever, like on an online lobby, and like it's fun. It's a fun game. If you have different people coming in and out of the games, it's like, you know, the dynamic is different every time. And
they all look like jelly beans, and it's really cute the way they walk. So
it is really funny the way they walk.
Yeah.
My favorite is when like Nicole always gets stuck in the wall.
Yeah. I'm
like, that's fair. So like the nav hallway on Skell, it's really hard to navigate around. Like,
she should probably use a joystick instead of the.
I mean, I don't like the joystick. I think it's harder.
Really?
Yeah.
I think joystick's better.
No, I got used to doing just walking around. I think it's easier.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I think it's easier because you have more control over it.
You know which task I really hate? Like in Polis, the thing with the... You know what I'm talking about? The nodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that on the phone.
On the phone? Yeah, it's hard.
It sucks.
It's hard to do on the phone.
That's how I feel like.
I know it's easier. Easier. It's still hard, but it's easier on like laptops and stuff, on like PCs.
Is it? Because I think like if you click on it, it's probably easier.
Yeah, because it's like it's more easy to like control that path. Yeah, no, nodes are the worst.
Yeah,
it's a 2-parter.
That PewDiePie episode.
Which one?
The one where he was playing hide and seek and he got
with Jaden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a kid. You do have 2 kids.
Please don't kill me.
I was literally, I like happened.
So the corpse is dead, huh?
I literally happened to... I literally just happened to go on YouTube when he was streaming, and I saw that game. It was the one game I saw. I was dying. That's why I was like,
hilarious.
Huh?
It was hilarious.
It was so funny.
And stuff.
It was so funny. I literally was dying. I was like, all right, I need to show that to you. And then, like, they were doing with proximity chat. It was the funniest shit ever. I do like hide and seek. I think it's like a fun, like, way to like just make it more like, you know, it's like there's no pressure. And it's fun to be... It's honestly, like, sometimes more fun to be crewmate, but very stressful, because you, like... Anyone who comes around, you could be the killer. And you're just like, oh shit, you kind of, like, run away. But I like playing hide and seek. I think it's fun to do every now and then.
Oh, what was it? Oh, when Zach killed in front of me yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
He killed Nicole in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god! I just started freaking out.
That was so
Zach
funny.
Killed. So I was like running, and he closed the door.
I know, Jimmy and I were just
closed
like...
the door to the cafeteria, like, help me!
Jimmy and I were just like,
please help me!
Jimmy and I just looked at each other like, that was a Shakespeare, like,
yeah.
like performance. Jesus. Sean was like shouting.
I was legitimately terrified. I thought that was
so
the scariest thing on the planet. I was gonna get killed.
No, it was so funny.
And then Zach closed the door to the cafeteria before I could report, and I was like, help me! Help me, please. Help me. Oh my God.
A good time door can really do it. I've won games doing like good time doors because I'll kill knowing that they're on one side of the map, like run around if it's in scaled, and then like meet up with someone, close the doors, knowing there's another person like on the other side of the map. So then when we go to report the body, we all think it's like I'll be like, but I was with you. It couldn't have been me. He was trying to lock us out, and it works like almost every time, and I love doing that. You just gotta be really good about that. Like,
yeah,
you have to like really time it properly and like call the proper sabotage, like a whole bunch of stuff. Like,
she's the queen of sabotage, folks.
I do like to sabotage.
Also, if lights go out, Monica sus.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
actually don't sabotage that often, but when I do sabotage, I feel like I call them pretty well.
I don't sabotage that often, but when I do sabotage, I sabotage lights.
Yeah.
Because I'm Monica.
Yeah.
Lights go out, Monica sus.
Yeah, I'm the most interesting Among Us player in the world.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, when you're imposter, you always say you're getting reactor. But when you're crewmate, I'm like, Jimmy, literally half the times I'm crewmate, I'm like on upload, which takes forever, and you have to restart it, or I'm dead. I'm like, that's not a tell.
Jimmy's dumb. Don't play Among Us with Jimmy. He's very dumb.
We love you, Jimmy,
He'll call
but...
a meeting in like the first minute or something.
I know, and call me sus.
Guys, I think it's Monica.
I think it's Monica. Every time I'm like, Jimmy, no one's dead. Like, it's not.
It's like, each time he does it, I'm like, vote this asshole out already so we play the game. 9
out of 10 times when he does it, I'm not even the imposter. I'm like, Jimmy, shut up.
It's like, dude, I'm just trying to do my chores. If somebody kills me, it's not a big deal.
Okay, so my handle on Among Us is Mom. And every time, when I first started playing with my friends, they were like, who's
Shout
Mom?
out to
I'm
Mom,
like,
by the way.
Shout out to Mom. I'm Mom. I'm always like, guys, Mom wants you to do your chores. Mom says, do your chores, please. I always make that joke. Mom's just doing her chores. Because Mom is a nickname I have with a lot of my friends. It's not a random, I promise.
She's a mom.
I am a mom. I am the mom friend, trademark.
She's a totally mom.
And also, Momica.
Yeah, Momica.
Like, I've been jokingly called Momica. Yeah. So, I might as well, go in on it, call myself Mom in Among Us, and say, Mom's gonna go do her chores now. Kids better do them. Oh, the dog's out. Yeah, he's out. He's asleep. He is being a very cute dog.
He's totally sus right now.
Yeah, he's always sus.
Guys, white and orange sus.
Yeah. Red sus.
Red sus. Red always sus.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always red.
Yeah, except when it changes you to blue.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing.
I don't know why it does that.
It does it like when I play it on the internet too. It's like it'll change me to blue randomly. It's like, I was just red. I like red. Can we just make that the default?
It's telling you that you're gonna be crewmate the game.
Yeah.
Because crewmate's blue.
Crewmate's blue.
But no, I mean, it's fun.
Well, in Star Trek, red is the guy who always dies.
Yeah.
Red shirts always die.
Yeah. The Brits are coming.
It was like the Family Guy joke back in the day. It's like, okay, we're going to go down to this planet and it's going to be me, Spock, Scotty, and this random guy in a red shirt. It's like,
yeah.
We know who's going to die. One of us is not going to make it.
Yeah, right? Just a random guy in a red shirt, But, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, I started playing Among Us, towards the start of the hype of it, but I got Sean into it very recently, and you can't tell. It's fun. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, when we started this podcast, I didn't even know what Among Us was, and you were talking about, I was like, oh, I like to get all my tasks done. It's like, there's tasks? What's a task?
I think I was trying to explain it to you. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and when you're a ghost, there's tasks, and you can sabotage, and you're like, what?
Yeah, when we first started playing, I didn't know that ghosts can do tasks. I thought they just observe.
You have to, yeah. No.
I thought they were just
it literally says when you die, you are dead. You can still do your task. You are dead. You can still sabotage.
Sometimes I get myself purposely voted off because it's just easier to do that task as a ghost because you can go through walls and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, but sometimes I like to be alive because I'm a detective. Yeah. I'm a detective. Yeah. I mean, the amount of times that I called the kill perfectly when we play, and I'm like, you did this, and then did this, and then did that, and they're like, holy shit, yeah, spot on. I figure out what people are doing real quick. When I'm detective, I'm a good detective.
Well, what frustrates and annoys me is the person going into the field of law is there is no...
He's terrible at lying.
Yeah, there's first of all, I can't lie, so... Guys, I'm totally gonna pass my character in fitness. But the other thing is the people just get sus for nothing. There's not even a reasonable suspicion standard in this game. It's just like, oh, I think it's black because black is sus, and then that's it, and then black gets voted off. It's
when you play in an online lobby, people are pretty vicious. But when you play with your friends, typically if you play with a lobby of people that you know, or over a Discord kind of call with people you sort of know, it's unless you're probably second Jimmy, because sometimes I get a little like primal.
Yeah.
Most of the time you can have like good actual conversations and like actually figure out like, okay, where was everybody? This is where I found the body, like blah blah blah. Can you have alibis and yada yada, like whatever, you know? And it can get more interesting when you have like that kind of dynamic where you mostly know where people are. Oh my god, there's a lot of deer. There's just like a whole like flock of like 10 deer that just ran into the forest behind our house. And there's still one sitting over
chilling?
there. They're chilling. Yeah, no, they're hidden behind the trees now.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Loki, go get the deer.
No, let him sleep. Let him
He's
sleep.
a little hunter.
He's been like running around all morning. I've been up with him since 7:30. He's been running around all morning. I'm trying to like do grad apps because the first one is due on Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like trying to submit everything, make sure that like my professors have the letters to like submit, like, you know, properly submit. And so I'm just like Loki, you need to stop.
I have an oral argument tomorrow in my boss's class.
Oh, that's
Should
fun.
Be fun.
I have
the Ferris Doctrine, which is basically you can't sue the military for torts, is what that is. I'm arguing against that doctrine.
Got it.
Yeah, using Justice Scalia's what's it called, dissenting opinion in the last Supreme Court case that came up about it 10 years ago.
The one debate that I had a debate in my empathy class, which was oh gosh, what was the actual? Why am I blanking on the debate? It was, I remember I had a side that I had to do that I didn't like. It had to do with something about empathy and no. Why am I blanking on this? It was literally like a month-long project that me and my partner did. It was like all written debate. But I know what it was. Okay. Do you need empathy for morality? Or morality for empathy, excuse me.
Not always.
Do you need to have morality for empathy? And I had the argument of, yes, you need morality for empathy. Which was a very hard argument.
So that's two different, like, because morality for empathy versus empathy for morality are two different questions. It's like, I don't think you need empathy for morality, but you do need morality to be empathetic, right?
So we had the argument of yes, and it was so hard, but like our main arguments had a lot to do with like individuals with like psychopathy, how they have all these poor moral judgments, and they don't have empathy. It's like a connection. And we talked about how individuals with like Alzheimer's lose their moral judgments, and they also typically lose their empathy. It's like, I can't remember which way the argument was, but those were like our arguments that had to do with like empathy and morality being I think, associated, basically.
I think that a society's determination of what empathy is usually based off of morality.
Oh no, it was definitely okay. So the question was definitely yes. Do you need empathy for morality? That was a question because I remember the other group said.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they're two different.
Yeah,
questions.
I know.
Like,
I was thinking about it. I was like,
do you need to be moral to be empathetic? Is like that's yes.
No,
you need to be empathetic to be moral.
Yes.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Yeah. So we had the yes argument for do you need empathy to be to have morality, and so we use a lot of like the psychopathy arguments where it's like they have very low empathy and they typically make terrible moral decisions.
Right.
Same thing with people with Alzheimer's have like their empathy gets impaired and they typically are known for having very poor moral judgments. So like that was like a lot of our arguments and yada yada, and oh my god, that was like the one debate we had, but it was the most stressful thing ever. It was like a big portion of my grade in that class. And it was so much.
you could also say that like
it's hard to vote for it's hard to debate the hard argument because the no argument is a lot easier. You know?
That you don't need empathy for moral. Yeah, because like you can come up with so many cases of like not being empathetic.
Which is really interesting because I felt like our partner,
like disciplining a child is not an empathetic thing to do, but like it helps them in the long run, you know?
Yeah, but like so like I feel like our like my partner and I, we had the harder argument, but the people that we were debating against, I feel like they didn't do a good job like explaining their points. So like good luck on yours. It's hard to have the hard argument, but sometimes because you're expected to like have a less thorough argument if you do well in like the opposing argument basically. Like, you know, it can be interesting. So good luck with that argument. So
I can't believe that having the easier argument is. Well, you know, I guess you'll get, like, some people that are like, oh, this is an easy argument, I don't have to...
Yeah, no, like, it's like, it's an easy argument, but then, like, you don't really, like, you know, like, you don't really explain your argument well, because you think it's more logically, like, it follows more logically, because you're like, oh, like, this is very obvious, like, no, you don't need empathy for morality, right? But then, like, you don't really explain yourself fully well all the time.
No, that's making me think I should probably go over my oral argument.
You definitely should.
I'm taking the easier.
You definitely should. Me and my partner, we literally spent so much time, and it was a lot of. We wrote like 10 pages worth of argument. Like it was a lot. We We wrote a lot, including like a rebuttal and stuff. But
well, I got like 7 pages right now. I'm not sure if I only have 20 to 30 minutes for it, and my boss is going to be interrupting me frequently to ask questions like a real judge. So
yeah. No, I mean, good luck with that.
Yeah,
I have a paper and an exam this upcoming week, and then it's my last week of classes, and next week I have a couple exams coming up, a couple more papers coming up. Yeah. It's final season, baby!
Yeah, I have to finish my final paper. I got like 5 pages left. So I'm so excited. It was a 40-page thing on presidential war powers, and I started from the Articles of Confederation.
From nothing.
Yeah, from the start of this country, basically, from 1776, and now I'm like in the 80s, talking about Reagan and stuff. Pretty cool. So
Okay, that's
almost
cool.
done. When we get to the Bush era, it's going to be really...
I'm grateful I chose not to do a thesis.
Yeah.
I could have. I had the ability to. I definitely could have. But I'm kind of grateful I didn't.
We don't have a choice.
I mean, yeah, because you're in grad school. Yeah. It's a different story. I'm sure when I know next year some of the programs I'm applying to are specifically non-thesis programs. Yeah. And some are like, you have the choice of doing a thesis, and some like require a thesis. So like I have a mix of those kind of schools. But I'm just like, this morning specifically, I've just been like nonstop grad applications, like organizing, make sure everything's submitted, make sure that my like professors that are emailing things for me like have the like, application portals, all that stuff. It's been a mess.
Well, you got 1 semester left, so...
Yeah, I mean, I have 1 more semester left. I have like not an easy semester, but like I'm taking only 3 classes instead of 5, like I usually do. And so that's nice. Because I know I'll probably be like interviewing, hopefully, and like, grad processes are time consuming, as you remember.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really that bad.
I mean,
we didn't have like interviews or anything like that.
I mean, how many schools did you apply to?
All of them.
Okay, how many is all of them?
I applied to like a good 10 schools.
Okay, yeah. So I started with 15, and then just from like some applications weren't even open this year, and like whatever. Like some applications were just like a whole mess to try to like submit it because they wanted everything to be like, well, like some schools wanted them all through email, and I was like, So like I was like, all right, cross it out. Or like some schools like they require you to have internships before you go in or whatever. Like you need experience in the field.
You got so much experience though.
Not with my field, no.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I had to like drop those applications. So I went from 15 to 10. So 10 is my final number. I've got 2 schools in the UK, 3 schools in Canada, and 5 in the US.
Oh, which schools in Canada? University of Toronto?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, if you meet Jordan Peterson, can you get his autograph for me?
Well, I won't be in his program, but maybe.
Wait, he's psychology. I mean,
I'm not doing psychology.
Oh, you're doing
genetic counseling.
Genetic counseling.
Okay. Yeah. I told you that one of my professors like worked underneath him, right?
Yeah. Well, you should take his maps and meeting course if they allow you to take it though.
I doubt it because you have like your own compulsory courses to take.
Right, that's true.
But yeah, I did apply to University of Toronto. I applied to University of British Columbia and then McGill.
Oh, BC, that would be cool if you go there.
Yeah, it's in Vancouver.
Where's McGill though?
McGill's in Montreal.
Oh, okay. So learn some French.
Yeah, right. Basically. But they instruct in English.
Is that the one that Gad's dad teaches at? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I think it's
on a really steep hill. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Montreal's very, very hillish.
It's like that, no, but that specific road where like the main campus is, it's like,
literally called Mont Royal, right? It's a mountain.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, those are the 3 schools, and then I got University of Edinburgh.
Is that in Victoria or
It's in Vancouver.
It's in Vancouver, okay.
Yeah. I know they have other locations, but the program that I'm doing is in Vancouver. Or that I'd want to do.
It's kind of strange that Victoria, the capital of BC, is on Vancouver Island, and Vancouver is on the mainland.
I know, right?
It's like, who was in charge of naming those things? Like
the Brits?
Yeah.
Have you not? I mean, come on, Sean. New England, New Jersey, New York. They're very original.
New Brunswick.
Yeah. Very original.
Nova Scotia. Yeah. New Scotland, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Very original naming by the Brits.
Oh yeah, they did a great job. But wait, what about hold on. Didn't the Spanish come up with like super non-original names either? But like in Spanish, right? I mean, Mexico used to be New Spain, right? Like
something like that.
It was New Spain, and I don't know. Maybe they came out with more original names.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would assume so, just because there's a lot more like Spanish countries that seem to have like their own unique names.
Like they had like so this was like before like all these places got their independence. It's like New Granada was it Colombia And even like Colombia, a country called Colombia. How original. Because Columbus.
Yeah.
How original.
I mean, what do you expect?
It's like New Granada was Colombia and Venezuela. And Venezuela is New Venice.
Yeah.
So I think it used to be a German colony.
Yeah, I don't know.
A Holy Roman Empire colony.
I mean,
the Spanish took it over.
I guess the Dutch kind of didn't do so much either, because we were like, New York was
Amsterdam.
Yeah, New Amsterdam. Oh, like New York was New Amsterdam.
Well, New Jersey was New Sweden.
Yeah.
For a little while, and now it's New Jersey.
Ooh, the
Jersey.
Brits.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Brits.
The Channel Islands.
My favorite
Not
is
to be confused with the California Channel Islands.
Oh my god. My favorite is the fact that we have a Brighton Beach, and then there's a Brighton Beach in
Brighton.
Brighton. And I've been to both of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, which one's better? They're both very rocky.
And then in Boston, there's also Brighton there too, right? Or
yeah,
Brooklyn.
there's a Brookline.
Brookline.
Yeah.
And in Brooklyn,
But Brookline, it's spelled differently than Brooklyn. It's like Brookline.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
here's another original name: Long Island.
Yeah.
What are we gonna call this thing? Well, it's pretty long.
And it's an island.
It's an island, as far as we know.
Imagine if it wasn't an island.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Long peninsula.
Yeah. No, but yeah, so like I have applications around.
Florida, land of flowers, right? Yeah, there you go. What are we gonna call this place? There's lots of flowers here.
Yeah.
Florida.
Well, didn't they used to have a different name too?
No, it was Florida. It was always Florida. Yeah. It was uninhabitable wasteland.
Louisiana?
Louisiana. Let's name it after our king.
Yeah.
Right?
King
Maryland.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Basically all the western or eastern states. They're all just
and then like in the middle of the country, they're all named after
American presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, American presidents, and then like Native. Well, Massachusetts was a Native American tribe, right?
Yes,
Massachusetts.
The Massachusetts are Native.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled a little different than what we spell it in like English.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Massachusetts tribe. Yeah.
It's like everything in Canada is named after something.
There's a few tribes though.
Indigenous people.
Like where I am, close enough where I am, Natick. That's a tribe as well. Like there's a lot of tribes in our area, obviously. I was trying to look into more about like the local tribes in Jersey, but I actually didn't find much on like local Jersey tribes.
They're probably all in Oklahoma now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but Yeah, but like, I would hope that they would try. Yeah, I would like to see those tribes come back here because I know a lot of like.
I think they're actually pretty comfortable there now.
Maybe, but.
It's like half the state is now like it's like they got a big voting block over there now because of it. So.
Yeah, but
straight up genocide,
I know
they got a huge voting block now.
Yeah, I know nowadays you see more often that like the native tribes or at least. People are trying to support like the crafts of native tribes. Yeah. Because they make a lot of jewelry and like clothing and stuff. So I was trying to see like what local Jersey tribes we have. Well,
that's like Jordan Peterson advertised. Like he grew up in Alberta, right? And there's like the area where he grew up was like half First Nations. So he's like he supports like the local First Nations over there and like advertises like, hey, please buy crafts from them.
Yeah, that's like a big. Yeah. It's right now like especially it's been like a big push to try to support like First Nations and Native American tribes that were like natively owned like bookstores or whatever, like because number one bookstores are like low key getting because of Amazon, which is a whole other thing, but like so there's like a lot
small businesses in general are getting effed by Amazon right now.
There's like a big push but like really though like the publishing industry is getting wrecked by Amazon. It's a problem. That's why I don't like having Audible. I don't have Audible, but
remember like I don't know if did you ever watch that movie with Tom Hanks about like he was it was basically like a Barnes and Noble's, like his dad owned like a Barnes and Noble's type thing, and then like his love interest owned like a small bookstore that was getting shut out of business by his dad's store. Yeah. And essentially like it was like back when the internet first started up, and they were like pen pals on the internet, and then when they figured out that like they were actually enemies in real life, it was what was that movie called?
I don't know.
Comments if you know what that movie was called.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Help us out.
It was actually an allegory to 1984. I didn't know that, but it was actually an allegory to 1984. It was very strange. But Meg Ryan, the girl from When Harry Met Sally, was his love interest in the...
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it's... Yeah. I mean, I do my best because, I have a fairly large book collection at this point. I have like 150 books in my own... like personal collection, spread across books that I have at school, books here, and I read mostly like fiction as we discussed before, but like, I try my best to not buy from Amazon, even though I know it's tempting to, like, because the prices are so low, because that's what they do. They shut out small businesses by purposely making things, like, priced lower than they retail value.
Well, you all know that, like, you know, I'm pretty libertarian in nature, but I do think that an important government function is...
Stopping monopolies.
Yeah. Because that's not fair to competition.
I've been doing my best to, like, buy locally. I mean, like, thankfully, like, we're in areas where there's, like, a fair few, like, large but indie bookstores, and, like, I try to go from, like, Bookshop or, like, IndieBound, which, you know, will, directly link you with, like, a local indie store. So, like, I do my best.
Is that an app? I'm gonna get that app.
It's just, like, a website. They might have an app, but, like, yeah. But Bookshop is, like, a really big one, and then IndieBound is getting bigger, and so, like, I'm trying to order
there's like
not from that, you know.
There's a few books that I've read on Audible that I want to have just for my personal collection, just
yeah, but Audible's Amazon, right?
Yeah, well, is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, really?
That's why I don't have Audible.
I just it's just so inconvenient for me to read books right now.
I know. There's other apps you can get.
Is there really?
Yeah, like I have Scribd, which
Scribd, yeah, I had it for a little while. But like,
it's more expensive than Audible, but it's also. I
had it with my ex's account. That's why. So,
okay.
So.
No, but like, there's also, if you have a library card, there's like Libra FM, there's Libby with Overdrive, which is like directly through libraries.
Well, I don't really get stuff of Audible. Like, Mom and I have like the same account on Apple. It's like Apple Bookstore, so it's not really Audible, but it's like it's the same.
Still
stuff.
another, yeah, still another.
It's still Apple. And I'm not happy with what Apple's doing.
So if you want to do audiobooks and you want to do like support, I guess smaller businesses, if you don't want to do Scribd because it is kind of expensive, there's like Libby and Libro FM, which are both like they connect with local bookstores or like your library, and it's like that's how you get your stuff. So you need like a library card.
Text me all the apps you use.
Yeah, I will. I'll also put them down in the description if anyone else is interested.
Yeah, please put them down in the description.
I will
please
put
support small businesses.
Yeah, I will put down all the like anything like small business like IndieBound, all this stuff. I'll put links in like everywhere. I think it's really important to, especially like.
And if you live in California, please lobby. Please lobby because these big tech companies are like really getting.
Yeah, no, they're big
for their needs.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously it's really
California and Washington.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's where they both are.
Yeah, pretty much. I do my best to support like local stores. Mm-hmm. It is hard, like being here in Hillsborough. We only have, like, being in Central Jersey, I should say, the closest like indie store that I know of is the Princeton bookstore, because like Barnes & Noble. I mean, Barnes & Noble's also really good. They do support the publishing industry because they're like they fairly price their stuff, which is why we also have that. But like
right now, I'm in contact with Barnes & Nobles about my book. It's just like I had absolutely no time to do. Like I'm almost done re-editing and stuff. It's like
Barnes & Noble's good. They are big, but they're also like fairly priced, which is like what Amazon doesn't do.
The thing is, like with Barnes & Nobles, like it's getting to the point where they're going to get priced out of the business too. So they're an important competition source against Amazon. So support Barnes & Nobles.
The thing is, like places like indie stores and Barnes & Nobles, the thing that they do that like Amazon can't really is that they get like they have like in-person events and stuff, and like that's a big thing. But also like they get like signed copies or like exclusive editions, which is like what keeps them relevant.
But you want that, like if you want to meet your favorite author, you want places like that.
Yeah. Like I know like most of my friends don't read to the extent that I've read because
most people don't read, honestly.
I mean, like I can say the same thing. Like I know I used to not read as much as I did, but like these past couple of years, my reading has like ticked up. Like I read 70 books so far this year, and like we still have another month to go. Yeah, my goal is 75, though, you know.
For me, it happens in waves. It's like there are periods in my life where I just love reading, and periods in my life where I not.
I mean, I always love reading. It's just like I've been busy, but like I've been trying to like actively take the time to sit down and like read like a couple of chapters every day if I can, or like spend like a Saturday afternoon reading because, like whatever like.
It was so cute the other day where I walked in and you were reading.
Oh yeah, I was reading.
Was on your lap. And he was like, "Hey, what are these things? Are they words?"
Yeah, no, he was like, So Loki will like sit on my lap a lot when I read, or he'll try to bite the book, which is also a problem. But like, like yesterday, that's what I was doing. I'll like spend like an afternoon just like reading, like I like to read fiction just because I read a lot of nonfiction for school. Like I read a lot of really heavy science articles, and there's like a lot of terminology and it's just a lot. And so like I don't really like reading nonfiction unless it's like a really interesting whatever, like memoir or whatever. But I mean, this year especially, like I picked up my reading like crazy. Like I've been reading like at least 5 books a month basically. Like I've read about 70 books already, which is a lot to think. Because like last year I only read like 25, which is still a lot compared to most people. But like
I've really been stepping up my game ever since I got Audible. But
now
I'm sorry. Maybe I should just read. Because like I can just listen to books
how
in
many?
the car and stuff.
Okay, on the first podcast episode, I told you to read Illuminate, and now you're finally gonna go pick it up. It's been like 2 months.
Well, I've been reading. Well, you can't really call it reading if you're listening. I've been listening to this book called Magicians of the Gods by Graham Hancock. And
audiobooks are reading.
It's an audible book, but again, like it's not really. It's I guess I got them on Apple with Mom's account and stuff. It's extremely long. I was on the plane going to see my future home in Arizona, and it's like a 4 or 5 hour flight, so both ways, like 10 hours, and like I'm only halfway through.
Do you read on one-time speed?
Car, huh?
Do you read on one-time speed?
Yeah, one time.
Okay, yeah, I go to double speed.
Well, I know you're a double speed girl, but I can't, like,
I do.
Pause and think about it.
No. Well, that's the thing. I don't do like non-fictions over like audio because it's usually dense. So like if I'm reading something over audio, it's like a really simple fantasy or like a contemporary book, like something easy to read. So if I put it on double speed and if I miss like a little bit of it, I'm not missing like super important things. Like, but also like I watch YouTube on like double speed. I watch lectures on double speed. I just at this point, I have more issues watching things on normal speed because of audio processing issues more than anything. It's weird. Double speeding things like actually makes it easier. Like my brain can't trip over things, but maybe like slowly work your speed up because that's what I did. I started only doing like 1.2. I wouldn't
be able to do it because again, like I have to pause and like think about the concept.
I mean, you can still pause, but
because like I really like to just like throw them around in my mind and be like, oh wow, I'm doing this and that and that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't think double speed will work for me.
Okay, so maybe I just haven't asked you this. This has been an ongoing debate between me and one of my friends, but we've definitely talked about this. And we definitely talked about this. Do you have an internal monologue?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't.
So that's the thing that I wanted to research, but like I just didn't because I'm lazy.
Oh, is that what it was? I couldn't remember if that's what we were talking
about. Like an internal monologue because I wanted to like see the science behind that and shit because you said, oh, I don't have an internal monologue. And I don't really think in pictures and thoughts either.
Yeah, I have no like mental imagery.
Like I'm literally like half my day is in my brain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like I know people who have like internal monologues, but they think in words rather than pictures or pictures rather than words. I like don't think in anything. Like I have a really poor mental imagery. Like I can sometimes it's like really like grainy, right? And then I just don't have an internal monologue. So like I am the walking, living, no thoughts, head empty meme. And so like for you, that's probably why you need to stop your audiobooks a lot because your brain gets in your way. For me, it's literally no thoughts, head empty, so I can just go through the story and nothing stop and be like, hey, wait, what did they say? Hey, wait, like,
it's a million. My brain is working at a million thoughts per.
You also have ADD, so.
Yeah, a little bit. So like, honestly, like if I am listening to a podcast and it's like a 2-3 hour podcast, that's an all day thing. That's an 8 hour thing because I have to pause like every 15 minutes to be like, that.
See, I listen to like podcasts on double speed and I'm like, all right, cool, and I'll be like following along, like, okay, yeah, cool.
Can't do that. Even like it's something funny. Even like I'm listening to Pewds talk about memes, I have to pause like, hey, that meme was pretty funny.
Oh my god, no. I think
think about that meme.
Nope. Next meme. Oh, sorry, you woke the dog up.
I woke him up.
You scared him. No,
Next monologue.
Oh my god, no, I like, that's why I go through content so quickly. Like, I can watch through a lot of content because I don't stop to, like, think about things because there's nothing for me to think about. Like, there's no conversations going on in my mind. It's honestly, like, really helpful falling asleep sometimes, but I also have insomnia, so it really isn't. It's really confusing. People are like, so do you just not have issues sleeping? I'm like, no, I mean, I do, but that's just a whole other different story. And they're like, do you just not have anxiety? I'm like, no, I do. It's just like, there's no thinking. It's kind of just all panic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
well, that's why it's taking me so long to finish all my books because like every few seconds I have to go back and like, well, what if I do this instead? And what if I do that instead?
Oh my God,
and, like,
that
I'm
sounds
sleeping,
terrible.
I'm thinking about it. It's like, yeah, I can never come up with a decision about stories.
That sounds terrible. Yeah. I am grateful that I don't have that issue. But then it also sucks when I'm trying to like write essays, and like it has its ups and its downs. Like I can get through content a lot quicker.
That's why it takes me so long to finish all this stuff.
Yeah, like I can get through content like a lot quicker. I watch through like, YouTube, like I said, and like I listen to their audios like on double speed. But it also hurts me when like I'm trying to like read science articles, or I'm trying to write an essay and I just can't start it, and there's no thoughts in my head to be like, put this down on paper. So it's a double-edged sword,
It's like the opposite problem for me. It's like there's so many ways to start it that I'm afraid to start it in one way.
Yeah, no.
Or the other, you know what I mean?
I have the opposite. Like once I start writing, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But like, there's nothing in my brain, so there's no like thought to like paper. It's more like I kind of have to just be like, okay, what am I trying to like? What's a prompt? What am I trying to answer? Like, what am I? That's why I outline a lot, because it does help that case of me just not knowing what to write. And there's no thought to be like, maybe I should say it this way or whatever. But, it is what it is. We also looked at color vision.
Oh, yeah.
So Sean has slight color. So, like, I have, like, really perfect color vision. You had slight...
I said it was fine.
Yeah, you're mostly fine, but you did have, like, a little bit of deficit in the blue-green range. Which makes sense, because you mess up colors a lot more often than you think, Sean.
Maybe that's why I like red so much. I surround myself around red. I can see red very well.
Yeah, right?
It's very bright, visual.
It is a very bright color.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, that was fun. I mean, we know you're not red-green colorblind. Otherwise, everything would be browny, like a little muddy looking.
I'm not really colorblind. I just have.
You're not. You just have a slight like color deficiency in like your green-blue area.
Evolutionarily speaking, I think like men tend to generally be more colorblind, right?
No, there's a genetic reason. I thought you were going to say it's because men go hunting and women collect the berries.
That's right, because men go hunting and women collect the berries. And you guys got to figure out which berries are poisonous and which berries aren't poisonous.
Yeah, no, that's...
Now listen, I'm both a hunter and a gatherer. I can get them those berries and hunt the mouse. I got this.
Yeah, no.
I'm not colorblind, I'm a hunter and a gatherer. You can go ahead and gather your stuff. I'm a hunt and gather.
Okay.
I got this. I got the tribe, yo. But isn't it also because of the Y chromosome?
Yeah, it has to do with, there's like an actual genetic
It's
basis.
both. Like, women can see
there's
different shades of color better because of the berries,
there's
right?
evolutionary purposes to women having better color vision, and then there's also genetic. Okay, so like actually, I talked about it in one of my classes discussed kind of like how everyone's vision is different, and they basically looked at like retinal cells, and they looked at like which cones are visually there, and women have a higher like distribution, like they'll have more of a 1-to-1 distribution, and men typically have more of like a 5-to-1, 20-to-1 of like red to green.
That's because of the berries, but the Y chromosome thing is just...
So that's another... Okay, so red-green colorblind has to do with the fact that like your Y chromosome in men are smaller, and they're missing like it's a much smaller chromosome compared to the X chromosome, and women have 2X, and there's like a whole like women technically can be like they can carry it, and technically there are women who are red-green colorblind. But, like, a lot of times if a woman is a carrier, they also, like, inactivate one of their X chromosomes. It's, like, called bar bodies. So, like, because of the dosage difference between men and women will shut one of their X's off. And so, typically, they'll shut off the X that has, like, that red-green colorblind issue. So, but men, because they're also, like, missing locations, this this Y location that would have that second copy of the red-green, like, discrimination gene is missing in some men because it's just not on that, like, chromosome. They get the copy that's, mutated.
I just thought that, like, the Y chromosome doesn't carry the gene for colorblindness at all. Only the X does.
It doesn't. It's because it's in a location that isn't on that chromosome. It's in the region that is set, like... So there are parts of the gene between X and Y that are actually the same. They're called, like, pseudo-X genes or whatever like that. They're, like, called, like, pseudogenes because they're considered autosomal. Like, they're considered as if, like, your regular genes, like, for eye color, because... they, like, are actually visible.
Eye color is also a sexual trait?
No. I'm saying, like, there are locations on your Y chromosome that actually do match up with your X chromosome, and it's because the way when they work, they have to, like, cross over at certain points. It's, like, a whole thing. But, like, because most of the Y is small, it is missing locations of genes that the X chromosome has. So, like, red-green color, like, what is the right term for it? Like, discernment.
Yeah.
Because they're like located right next to each other in the gene, and it's like a whole thing, and they're very similarly encoded. Men that have that missing, like, portion of the Y and then the mutated X chromosome, that's why you become red-green colorblind, because there's no second copy. So, yeah, it's interesting. I'm probably not explaining it well.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I'll draw it out for you later, Sean, if you want that.
Draw it out. Post it below the link.
No.
Draw out the pictures.
You can't put pictures in the link.
Do it.
No. But, like, the basic idea is that, like, your X chromosome has more space for things that the Y chromosome doesn't have.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, the X has the colorblind gene and the Y doesn't.
The X has... So the X has the genes that tell you if you're looking at a red cone or a green cone.
Uh-huh.
And so those can be, mutated, and that'll cause... That X chromosome is what causes the color blindness. The reason why men have color blindness more often than women is because they don't have the second copy. Yeah, they don't have that second copy. Yeah. So really, they're getting it from their X chromosome, not their Y chromosome.
That's what I thought it was, because like the Y chromosome doesn't have anything to cancel it out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Because the Y chromosome is a little tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's missing.
Pee-pee.
It's missing some stuff. But like I said, there are actually some genes that both your X and your Y chromosome have, which people don't really know that. Because they have to link up.
I would imagine that's true, right? I mean, it's not that tiny. It's not a little, little chromosome that doesn't have any genes.
No, I mean, typically your Y chromosome has, specific, sex-based trait genes, like testosterone, whatever, like that stuff. Your Y chromosome typically has that.
Yeah, the things that makes me both a hunter and a gatherer.
But on the edges of your X and your Y chromosome, because they're considered, homologous to each other, they're considered, the same, sisters, basically. The edges of your chromosomes, your X and Y, are actually exactly the same. Like, they have the same genes. Typically, your X and your Y chromosome have different genes that relate to different sex traits. There are some other things in there, but, there's, causes certain diseases and stuff. But that's why.
Yeah, understood.
Okay. Yeah. Clearly went over your head.
A little bit. Explain.
To my science friends out there,
give
it a like. Give it a like if you understood I'm a TA.
To my history friends over there, it's because men used to be the hunters and women used to be the gatherers.
No.
But I'm out here as both a hunter and a gatherer. I'm not colorblind. I can get them berries and hunt that mammoth.
Oh god, okay. I would hope that I explained it. I mean, you're not a science person, so it's probably really flew over your head, but to anyone who actually knows, who is studying science, I'm a TA, so please tell me that explanation was terrible. Because that'd be bad, because I've been TAing for an entire semester, and my students have never stopped me to be like, you don't make sense.
Well, I didn't get it, and I'm a sponge, so...
just for your basic understanding...
No, I got it. I got the basic understanding.
Yeah, for the basic understanding, the Y chromosome has different genes than the X chromosome, and the chromosome to, do red-green colorblindness to stop that is just not there. That's a basic thing.
Right.
But... to my science friends, crossing over means that they're actually pseudogenes. And they get it.
I got you.
No, you don't.
It's my history friends, because the women used to get them berries, and you had to figure out which berries were poisonous or not.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Get them berries.
Oh my god. Anyways, we are actually just over an hour at this point, so we should probably wrap it up.
Wrap it up, I guess.
Yeah, Sean has to go home and take his medicine.
I have to go home and take my pills.
His pills.
I don't have enough pills for this week, so I gotta go back.
Yeah, alright, so we should hopefully be filming next week, unless Sean gets sick with another bacterial sinus infection.
No, it should be fine, unless I get COVID.
Oh my god. No, but yeah, any ideas on what we'll be chatting about next week?
I don't know. I know in a couple of weeks, get ready guys, when the lawsuits wrap up, when Trump's lawsuits wrap up, I got a couple of law student friends that might be interested in talking about the legal aspects. We're not going to be making this political. And don't worry, I got lawyer friends.
I'm the dummy. I'm going to be the dummy of the group, so I'll be asking lots of questions.
She'll be asking lots of questions.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I have somebody in mind who's a Bernie supporter, for those of you that are concerned that I'm just going to bring on some libertarians and conservatives. So we're just going to be talking about the legal aspects, nothing political. We're just what was going on, the constitutional law behind it,
It'll be a very dry podcast, and I will be very confused.
It might be dry. We'll try to make it interesting.
I will be very confused and just asking questions.
Next week, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a guest on.
Maybe.
I guess.
It'll be Loki.
It'll be Loki.
He's our special guest every week.
Oh, it's Loki, guys. It's going to be Loki.
Yeah, I meant the dog Loki.
She meant Loki the dog.
Loki.
I meant, it's going to be a little Loki,
sorry.
It's going to be pretty chill.
It'll be Loki, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
I decided that Loki is Normand, from Normandy, because he's half English, the Cavalier side. He's half French, the Poodle side. the Normans took over England, right, and they're French. And he's also got a Swedish name, and the Normans used to be Vikings. So
yeah, so...
So I decided he's a Norman puppy.
Even though he's not, but...
I think he is.
But yeah, no, it'll be chill. We'll chat about something. I mean...
We'll chat about something.
Something.
I have an announcement to make. When I'm done with my finals, I'm probably going to start doing video essays on my own channel. Really, it's just going to be for me so I can get all my ideas in one place. And so when I get old and senile, I can look back at the videos and be like, that's what I used to think about that thing. But if you want to check it out, I'll give you the links to my channel and stuff.
We'll add it into next week's podcast because it's not up and live yet. But,
it's not. I'm still trying to figure out how to edit things. I'm a boomer, so.
Yeah, Sean needs me to do it.
Yeah.
but yeah, no, just we should hopefully not have to take another week off. We were both a little sick. I mean, I was also coming home from school, so it was a little bit hectic. But yeah.
Yeah. All right.
See you all next week and.
Close it out, Monica.
Yeah. Closing it out.
Close it.
Close it. You close it.
Monica,
you close it.
Come on.
Close it.
Close it.
You
Go
close
get
it.
them berries.
Anyways.
Go get them berries.
Okay, anyways.
Go get that mammoth.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed our conversations on who even knows what anymore at this point.
It's all over the place.
As always. We hope we'll see you back here next week and check out all the links in the description for everything we talked about. And bye.
Peace.